What's going on, you guys? Christian Zielinski here with the 479 HogCast. Arkansas has a big matchup tonight with Auburn. Saturday night, SEC showdown. It's going to be a good one at Auburn in the jungle. Auburn's not as good as they were last year. Bruce Pearl retired, and now his son is the coach of the Auburn Tigers. Auburn's sitting at 9-6 right now, 0-2 in conference. If you guys got to catch the end of that Texas A&M Auburn game, that was a crazy one. Buzzer beater, dang near half-court three at the end of the game, ends up getting overturned, and Auburn lost that game by 2 points. So this is a good matchup, and I'm going to be honest, this one scares me for Arkansas. Arkansas sitting number 15 in the AP poll, 12-3, 2-0 in conference for the first time since 2015. It scares me. Like, this is one of those games, like, is Arkansas going to walk in there, heads held high, thinking we're going to win this game, and then they don't even show up, and they get their butts kicked by Auburn, who is probably hungry for a win right now, because they haven't won a game in a little while, 0-2 in conference. Or is Arkansas going to come out and look like the better team because they are the better team? Make no mistake about it, Arkansas is the better team in this game. They have a better coach, they have better players, but will they show up? That's the question. Let's get into some of the stats right now. ESPN's Basketball Power Index, it's like their analytics, gives Auburn a 63% chance to win this game. So Auburn's favorite to win. If you hop on Bet Saracen or any other betting site, this one I'm looking at is DraftKings. Auburn's a 2.5-point favorite. Arkansas is the dog in this one, and it makes sense. You're going to an SEC venue on a Saturday night. It's hard to win on the road in the SEC, especially on a Saturday night, especially at the Jungle. So you're sitting at a 2.5-point underdog. You've got a 36% chance to win according to ESPN, which I know those things aren't really that accurate, but you got Darius Acuff. You got Trevor Brazile. It's hard to win games if you're the opposing team and you got Trevor Brazile and Darius Acuff on your team. Acuff comes into this game averaging 20 points a game. Trevor Brazile is the leading rebounder on our team with averaging 7 per game. And Acuff's averaging about 6 assists per game according to these analytics. Arkansas comes into this game averaging a whopping 90 points per game. There have been a few games this season where Arkansas scored over 100. That's rare. I mean, I remember not even just a few years ago, college basketball games would end in a score, 65, 63, 70 to 67, something like that. But now we're seeing scores in the 90s, 80s, 90s, pretty much every game, at least for Arkansas. Auburn's averaging 87 points a game. Take the over on this one, guys. Let's see what the over's at. I believe the over's sitting at 169.5. So, dude, if I'm betting on this one, I'm taking the over. Hogs averaging 90 points a game. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of those 110 to 105 type games. Basically, the tale of two great offenses. Both of these teams can score at will whenever they want to. And they give up a lot of points. Arkansas, as you know, gives up a lot of points. Auburn does the same. They give up a lot of points, but they score a lot of points. So that leads me to believe this is going to be a high-scoring game. So get your popcorn ready. If you like offense, this is going to be a good game for you. Field goal percentage, Arkansas is sitting at a good 49% from the floor. Auburn at 47%. You'll notice as we go through these, the stats are pretty similar. Auburn, honestly, is a really good team. They've just gotten really unlucky at times with some of these games. They've played a really tough schedule. Now, I know I said earlier Arkansas has a better team, and I really believe they do. I believe they have a better coach and a better team. But Auburn has had a really tough schedule, and I want to give them credit for that. That's something that needs to be known. Yeah, they're 9-6, and you're like, they're 9-6, 0-2 in the league. They went 9-4 in the non-conference slate. They played a really tough non-conference slate. They lost by 1 to Houston. I mean, they had a really tough non-conference. Rebounding. Arkansas is sitting at averaging 38 rebounds per game. Auburn is averaging 39 rebounds per game. So really similar there. Assists. Arkansas has a slight edge there, averaging 17.5 assists per game. Like I mentioned, a lot of them coming from Darius Acuff. That guy he's good. Auburn averaging 14 assists per game. So Arkansas a little better on the assist ratio there. Blocks, pretty much exactly the same. Arkansas is averaging 5 blocks a game. Auburn's averaging 5 blocks a game. Steals, the exact same. Arkansas is averaging 8 steals a game. Auburn's averaging 8 steals a game. Let's look at the last 5 games going through here. Arkansas's last 5 games, you went to Ole Miss on the road on a Wednesday night. You had that Saturday game last week against Tennessee at home. You played James Madison, Houston, and then Queens before that. So let's go through this. On the 16th of December, Arkansas handily beat Queens University 108-80. Then they had that tough game against Houston where they came out just looking like they weren't ready. And then they kind of played with Houston the entire rest of the game, but it just wasn't enough to overcome that 21-point deficit. Arkansas lost that game 94-85 at Houston. Then you come home, you play James Madison after Christmas. You get a huge win there, 103-74, very convincing. Then you have that great home game at Bud Walton, Saturdays at Bud Walton versus Tennessee, 19th ranked Tennessee. You beat them 86-75. Then you go to Ole Miss on that Wednesday night game, pick up another win, 94-87 against Ole Miss, which, by the way, that game was not that close. It was not that close. Arkansas was leading, between 10 and 15 points on average that entire game. Ole Miss had a little run at the end there to make it a little closer. But Ole Miss, one of the worst teams in the SEC right now. I think they're sitting at 8-7 after they lost to Arkansas. They were 8-6 when we played them. So not a great team there. Auburn's last 5 games, you had that Texas A&M game. I'm gonna start with the first 5. So you had that game against Chattanooga on the 13th of December. They beat them pretty handily, 92-78. You had a blowout loss to Purdue right before Christmas, losing 88-60. A 28-point loss to Purdue. Now, I know Purdue's a really good team, but you lost by 28 to Purdue. Then here's a similar opponent right here, Queens. Right after Christmas, Auburn beat them 106-65. Now, I know what you guys say about comparing scores. I know it means nothing. I know comparing scores means nothing, but I still like to do it anyway. Auburn beat Queens 106-65. Arkansas beat Queens 108-80. So Auburn had a better game there against Queens. I know. Cue the comments. Don't compare scores, blah, blah, blah. Right after New Year's, first SEC game of the year for Auburn. They go to Georgia. They lose 104-100 in overtime. That's the kind of game I think we're going to see here tonight against Auburn and Arkansas. I think we're going to see one of those type of high-scoring games, 104-100 type of game. That would be entertaining as long as Arkansas comes up ahead. I think it'd be great. But 104-100, loss at Georgia. So that's a close game. Georgia's a good team. Georgia's a really good team this year, not like they have been in the past. Then after that, they had that midweek home game against A&M, and I did watch the end of that. That was an entertaining game. They lost 90-88 at home against A&M. I think they should have won that game. Now, I know the referees called it off. Everybody in that arena thought that Auburn hit that buzzer beater. And I think they did. It was really close. I mean, that shot came off his hand and the clock hit 0, but I think he got it off in time. I really do. I think Auburn should be 1-1 in the conference right now. I think they should have won that game 91-90. But another high-scoring game, 90-88 there. If you ask in my opinion, I think Auburn should have won that game. They should be 1-1, 10-5 overall. But they didn't. Referees called it off, and that's what matters. They lost that game against A&M. So Auburn's sitting at, what is this here? Looks like 11th place in the SEC because of the 0-2 record. Arkansas sitting at number 2 in the SEC. So this is one of those games, like, Auburn sees this game as an opportunity for them. Auburn sees this game, and their head coach has said this is an opportunity for them to get back on track. They're kind of on the bubble right now of even making the NCAA tournament. This is a big opportunity for Auburn. Make no mistake about it. They're going to be fired up. They want to win this game. They do not want to fall to 0-3 in the league and 9-7. That's not what Auburn's used to. Auburn's used to being ranked number 1 in the country. They want to win games. This is unacceptable for them, for their fan base, for their coaches, for the players. They don't want to be 0-3 in the league. And they're going to do everything they can tonight against Arkansas to prevent that from happening. Arkansas, on the other hand, you got to limit the mistakes. You have to come in here ready to play. I don't want to see them come in here and look slow, look like they're just ready to get back home. They think they're going to win this game handily. They kind of let their foot off the gas the whole game. That's what you don't want to see from Arkansas. 12-3, 2-0 in the SEC right now. You cannot just come in here and think you won the game before the game even starts. Winning road games in the SEC, especially on Saturday nights, is a really hard thing to do. It doesn't happen often. I don't care who you play. I don't care if you play South Carolina, LSU, Kentucky. Doesn't matter. If you're going on the road in the SEC, especially on a Saturday night, it's going to be really, really hard to walk out of there with a win. So Arkansas's got to be ready for this game. That's the bottom line. I think if you show up and you're ready to play, I think Arkansas wins this game because Arkansas has the better team. I mean, they just do. No matter what the score is tonight, Arkansas has the better team in this game as long as they show up and play. If they play at full capacity and they go after it, Arkansas should have no problem walking away out of Auburn with a win to prove to 3-0 in the SEC. But if Arkansas doesn't, if they let off the gas just a little bit, they're going to struggle, and they're probably not going to win this game. You have to give it everything you got to win this game, and that's what we should expect out of the John Calipari coach team. So that's our little preview. Kickoff. I am still in football mood. Tip-off is in a little less than 3 hours, so get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a good game. I'm excited for it. 5 o'clock Eastern tonight, Arkansas at Auburn. It's going to be a good one. We'll see you in the post-game reaction. Don't forget, we are the first to upload a post-game reaction immediately following the game, giving my raw thoughts. Kind of inspired by Trey Biddy's football walk and talks, but I try to get them up as soon as the buzzer hits 0, I turn on the phone, I start recording, get the video up as soon as I can. Just my immediate, right after the game ends thoughts. What am I thinking right there? And yeah, those will be up right after the game, so be sure to tune in after the game and check that out. But Arkansas, Auburn. Let me know your score predictions in the comments. I want to see what you guys think. I'm going to give mine here. I'm going to say Arkansas wins this game 98-92. I think Arkansas wins 98-92. They escape Auburn with a victory. So we'll see. Let me know. What do you guys think is going to happen in this game? Are you excited for it? What's your predictions? Put them all in the comments down below. Make sure to leave this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one. You've been watching Christian Zielinski with the 479 HogCast. Go Hogs. We'll see you tonight.